You know, politics is a great divider, isn't it, when you think about it, particularly right now over here in the United Kingdom and in the United States. And maybe you are in your part of the world. We're all going through this political upheaval. Soon we could have a new president of the United States, and soon, very soon, in fact, about 5 weeks' time, we will have a new British Prime Minister. Not quite sure how that's faring out right now, but you never know. I often feel sorry for Larry, the cat at Downing Street. He must be just drumming his paws thinking, not another one, you know, because he's seen it all. Let's be honest, I would vote Larry, wouldn't you? Well, yeah, you would, wouldn't you? More sense anyway, doesn't answer back, only needs feeding a couple of times a day. And according to the British Metropolitan Police that look after him in their little hut at the top, he's apparently a bit of a doll, although a little bit feisty. But it's interesting to note that this particular individual, who was indeed for a while a very much respected Hollywood actor, we're talking of course about Robert De Niro. Well, things are going really badly for him, and it's not about this recent political outburst. Things are getting worse. Let me explain. To see you today. You're all right. Yes, not bad, thank you. We'll have a quick wave. Yeah, I know, it's not bad. Well, you know. But Robert De Niro, let me tell you, I met him a couple of years ago, in fact, when he was sort of opening some kind of restaurant in London. It didn't fare well. I think it might have gone now, in fact. And then, of course, he picked up a shed load of dough. There's a pun there, because he was signed up to be the face. Very odd thing, really, for the bread brand Warburton's. And Jonathan Warburton, who is the main man of Warburton's Bread, loves being pictured with all these micro celebrities and Hollywood stars and stuff like that. So he hired Robert De Niro to come to the north of England to play some kind of gangster. That's how much Robert De Niro needed the money and the lack of active film roles. As you may have seen, he's recently hit out against, of course, Donald Trump, the former president of the United States. And what's interesting here is that apparently there was supposed to be a whole posse of supporters going with Robert down there to lend their, support. They didn't turn up. But fear not, apparently they were also going to be popping up on social media to support him as well. I've told you how fickle Hollywood is. Once you get in a political arena, particularly as they're thinking, they may need work, they may need to stay in the United States, perhaps there's a White House dinner they could attend, get some publicity that way. So now it looks like Robert De Niro is cut high and dry on his own. And apparently he was even reaching out to former co-stars, even Barbara Streisand. Yes, apparently she was a little bit too busy publicising her book. Yes, very wise, Barbara. We know how vocal you can be. But I wanted to share this story with you because this is the stuff you don't see behind the scenes. I have friends who are covering that literally on the ground in New York. And when you think about it, he did make himself look something of a fool. The golden rule is this, you rely on the public for your income and the fact that you want people to watch you, whether it be in a play, a movie, or your book, or whatever you're promoting. But to come out so cruelly against someone, another person, whether you like that person or not, it just doesn't sit well. Robert, though, apparently is determined to carry on and believes he's down the right route. At 80 years old plus, he's not going to care whether he gets too much work or not, and he'll rely on his back catalogue of people to remember him for what he thinks is one of the greatest actors of his generation. The thing is, has he gone and spoilt it all now? As ever, I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.